Today's episode of the Federation's Finest podcast is brought to you by The House, the feature film, now streaming on Tubi. After a freak accident and a night out drinking leaves two of their friends dead, the lives of 6 teens are changed forever with the discovery of a mysterious revive serum that can bring one of their dead back to life, but only one. Now torn into multiple groups and fighting amongst each other, these teens must decide who they are, what they believe in, and what truly is the value of a life. Stream The House, directed by Miles Ross, now on Tubi for free, or head to thehousefeature.com or at thehousefeature on Instagram to learn more. That is thehousefeature.com or at thehousefeature on Instagram to learn more. Hello and welcome to the Federation's Finest podcast. Caught in the corners of my mind, beginning over one more time. I'm your host, Miles. I'm a filmmaker from Seattle, but I'm also a big mech fan. I grew up on Gurren Lagann. I'm currently watching through Gao Geiger and Pad Labor with my brother, but I'm a die-hard Gundam fan at heart. With this show, I'm here to lead 3 Gundam newbies through the series and see if we can figure out what this giant robot thing is all about. We'll be covering this series in my own special order, emulating, but not quite following, the experience of discovering the show on Toonami or the internet in the early 2000s or mid-2010s. On today's episode, we are covering Mobile Suit Gundam, episodes 39, 40, and 41, that is, of the English release. If you want to watch along with us, you should go watch those first. Boys, thank you for joining me on this certified, I think Leo said, acid trip of a group of episodes. Who do I got with me today?
It is springtime for Hitler. You have Tom, also a filmmaker from Alaska. And it's not a giant mech thing anymore, boys. At best, it's X-Men. At worst, it's a reimagining of, just the Windows Media Player part of 2001: A Space Odyssey.
I like that.
Unable to disagree with that analogy. It's your local retired space cowboy Leo here, here to start the pot. Not as much anymore between Tom and Miles, as well as just compare this to 40K. And gotta say, the psychic phenomenons are getting wild.
Are they?
You think? I mean, we watched the same episodes, right? We all saw what did you call it last time, Tom? What did you call Lalah when she turned into the flesh pancake?
The flesh pancake.
Pancake Flesh Angel.
Yeah.
Pancake Flesh Angel.
That's it.
She did it again.
She did.
She did a lot of things.
Finally, just me. Kenny. Kind of was used to wanting to get into it and trying to find a medium way, and then Miles introduced us and seeing I think I know one more scene coming up, and that's all I would know from any spoilers, but that's the final episode, so yeah, let's just jump into this weird ass fucking sequences, which I kind of should have expected knowing the future series, but we'll see.
Well, hey boys, always a pleasure having you here as we wrap up our first major Gundam series, but technically y'all guys' 3rd overall. We're not done quite yet, but glad to have you here. Still on side 6, still stranded here in Gatorland, but hope to be back home soon.
Keep saying that. He's just stuck there, guys.
I gotta get more galactic credits. I gotta get some more galactic credits before I can return to good old Seattle, but...
You really want to come back? I don't know if that's such a good idea.
Well, hey, we'll see. Lore note, real quick. Right around now, to early January, a group of Zakus in the lore, where we're about the final days of December. I think we're leading up. This is either December 31st into New Year's or around it. We're leading up to the event in canon, which will not be seen in the show, where a group of Zakus pulls up on Dr. Minovsky's house in the Ukraine, around Odessa, or away from Odessa, where we were before, probably sent by Cassilia, and blast him in his house, killing him immediately. If that story is true, there's about 3 different fates for one Mr. Minovsky. Anyways, Rip the Particle Man, you are very important to the plot of this thing, but die in that way, and that's always funny to me. Secondly, and I know you guys are going to hate this, I have to return to the new type question from last week, which we started a little bit. To start things off.
There's temporal fuckery going on.
Maybe. To start things off, last week I asked you guys who was a new type and who's not. And the general consensus was Lalah, obviously, Chalia, rest in peace, Amuro, Char, Sayla, and Mirai. Would you guys still say you're in agreement with that consensus there?
Confirmed Sayla and Mirai.
Yeah.
I'd say saying they've called Amuro, Char, and Lalah new types too. I'd say
They've been new types.
Yeah. I mean, those are not in question.
Yeah.
Char's potential is.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a power rating yet.
So back during episode 28, 29 for the Japanese run, Tragedy in Jaburo. Can everyone see my screen? Besides you.
Yeah.
We got a sequence where our characters were getting checked out by some Federation scientists for brainwaves.
Yeah, okay. I remember this scene.
And there was 5 people in total. Amuro, Sayla, Mirai, Hayato, and Kai, who were tested in the scene. Of those 5, 3 of them we know now were new types. However, at the time, you guys and the Federation scientists in the show deduced that only Amuro was a new type from his heightened brainwave activity, whatever that means. My question...
Now we know he's just the new typiest of the new types.
Well,
Thank God in the Japanese version they have clothes on in this scene.
Yeah. my question for you is, were Mirai and Sayla always new types? When did they become new types? Are you born normal and evolve into one? Or is this like Avatar? You're a bender or you're not? Or only certain
Or
people?
did Amuro infect them all?
I was about to say, is this contagious like a disease? What do y'all think?
I think it definitely has to have some relation to do with being like exposure to a new type, because like as it's being shown, only certain people are showing these symptoms, and it's only the ones that seem to have any kind of closer connection than any kind of surface level relationship with Amuro.
Well, it's also Amuro's own abilities don't really kick into overdrive until he meets Lalah.
Right. Which makes sense considering Lalah is this is like the true psyker.
I'm sticking with the like radio wave kind of thing. Of like he got hit with Lalah's strong ass radio waves and it boosted the power of his, and then he went back onto white base and started wah 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 everybody around him until their little radios started picking up the signal too.
So that's fascinating. We're going to be done with this in a second, I promise, and get to the episode. That's fascinating. Why only Sayla and Mirai? And you guys last time, or a few episodes back, you mentioned maybe new types were a product of like heightened emotional trauma. Kai and Hayato have both been through a lot of stuff, including a major redhead death that left Kai weeping at the end of one episode. How come they're not new types? I'd go ahead and say Kai and Hayato are certainly not new types. Maybe. Why only Mirai and Sayla?
You still need the X gene for stress to activate it.
You think it's inherent to you?
I think that there are some sort of circumstances which would allow you to receive or transmit this new typey wah 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 signal.
You have to be
Would you say that it's based off of the circumstances of their birth?
Tragic that they may be.
Okay. May I pose something?
That's the only thing I got.
Because you guys said something fascinating. You said Amuro's infecting them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. So here is Mobile Suit Gundam, episode 36, when our best friend, Slager, dies.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, latency issues. I wonder why, Mr. 15 Google Chrome dabs.
Here's episode 36.
There's no sound on this one, Miles.
It's fine. It is, I have it for the audience at home. I'll turn on captions. So here's episode 36 when Slager dies, and you may notice that Mirai very much caught up in the weeping for one Slager here. She's holding on to Amuro's shoulder right there.
Mm-hmm.
Very.
Do you
close
need a
touch with
person
him.
to fight for? Is it really that sappy?
The next episode, 37, Mirai has her first, how did I know that new type moment in the show.
I hate it.
I went and looked through the entire show.
Hate
I
it.
found a video.
Miles.
Hey, let me. I went and looked through the show, and I found Amuro and Sayla's every single interaction. Luckily, there's a YouTube video for that. Thank you, YouTube. They almost never touch each other throughout the entire show. Crazy, because they were supposed to be romantic interests. But Tomino said, no, keep it platonic. However, there is one moment during episode 32 when one Sayla walks in and for a brief second touches this little paper that Amuro hands to her. And their hands are on the paper at the same time. Later that episode... Oh, do I not have it up? Later that very episode... Sorry, I have in my notes. This is at about 1341. Later in that episode, Sayla, who was not too great of a pilot, at 16 minutes and 35 seconds, not only upshows Hayato, but blasts through 2 DOMs out of nowhere and proceeds to take out another with ease while Hayato's kind of getting duked on in the space battle. Yeah. Which is very fascinating.
You are proposing it is physical contact.
Of some kind, because albeit sure they touched to the same piece of paper, Sayla and Amuro did not come into physical contact. Certainly not to the degree of him and
Absolutely.
Mirai.
Absolutely.
Okay. New crackpot theory, which requires premises to be met.
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone gone to Jupiter and come back?
Chalia Bull so far has...
Other than Chalia. Chalia Bull is the only one.
That you've met? Yeah. Yeah.
That I've met. Okay,
yeah.
but in your knowledge, has someone gone and come back before Chalia Bull?
I will not say.
Okay. If they did, they're patient 0.
You think it has something to do with Jupiter?
Like the crackpot theory. If Chalia Bull is not the first to go to Jupiter and come back, whoever did before, that's when all the new type suspicions started. Whatever, and we're going with it's some kind of Venom style symbiotic organism from Jupiter that is giving them psychic types because it's feeding on your brain energy or some shit. Crackpot theory.
Really like Jupiter. I'll let you know there isn't a Mobile Suit Gundam Jupiter.
There is it out there.
There is a Moon Gundam. We will go to Mars and other planets, I believe, later. That is fascinating. They keep bringing up Jupiter.
Just throwing it out there. Crackpot theory.
We're about to get off this in a sec, but do you think you think Char's dad was just spitting nonsense when he was talking about gravity weighs down the human souls and new types being born in space are free of that? You think that was just hot smoke?
I mean, no, but...
I mean, the preachings of a madman always have some truth to them.
Okay. Well, we'll get going. Did you say something, Kenny? I'm sorry if I cut you off there.
That's all good.
Oh, okay. Well, this could just be a red herring. The touch thing, or the emotional thing, or any of the things I've showed you. Or I could be giving you something. Who knows? But let's start.
You do.
I'm going to be real with you. We're going to start getting into Miles does not know territory very fast.
The last episode also gave me pause, and I thought of a thing you said where you were mentioning like a recent, like current, as in with the current release episode of Gundam, where it was like basically we just saw our heroes go back in time and see Jesus walking around riding on T-Rexes.
I said, with Buddha and Prophet Muhammad with him. Yeah.
Yeah. But the comment of, I can see all of time itself. Like, we can do literally anything we want now. If we have temporal fuckery going on, we can do literally anything we want.
You think that's what that is? Okay.
I'm just saying.
Well, maybe you're right.
There is definitely some temporal fuckery going on, at the very least with Amuro's abilities. The reflexes are bordering on precognition.
Fascinating. Well, hey, we'll get to that in a sec. Let's turn a page to episode 39.
Nice.
You thought that was so fucking witty, didn't you?
Let's turn a page to episode 39. Am I still staring at my screen? I stopped. Cool. And just to start us off, at about 2 minutes on 45 seconds, those lightning those lightning reflexes. It's like he sees into the future. And I just thought, Ore wa Eren Yeager desu. Right, talking to him.
God damn it.
But yeah, we're on the bridge and we're discussing Amuro, and the Gundam's getting upgrades because it needs to move faster. Here very late.
Yeah, and its upgrades are... You cannot tell me that just like, I have applied magnetic material to the outside of your vehicle. Friction no longer exists. Have fun, kid. You can't tell me that this is a grounded science show anymore.
By the way, this is episode 39, Lalah's Dilemma. I always say the full title. Sorry to interrupt. Keep going.
Yeah. But the person who did that is leading a group of red jumpsuit apparatus monkeys.
Hey, you leave the AdMex alone.
It's honest work.
Okay, what was interesting is he doesn't know Amuro by face, but he's like, I read your reports, kid. It's like they didn't have a picture.
Yeah.
The guy who's telling you all this.
Get to meet Dr.
Also,
Moss.
his name is, Moss Khan.
Think he'll be important?
Yeah, maybe. Because we get a line from him later of like, hey, kid, survive. Well, why do you... thanks, I guess. Because I need your performance data. Right.
Something of note, if Amuro's dad was not mentally handicapped, this would be Amuro's dad right now. This guy's the new scientist.
And he even kind of looks like Paparo.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Poor old Tim Ray. He literally does not show up ever again in Gundam, which is nutty.
No, he died on that staircase, homie.
Also, I'm calling this magnetic coating anime oil.
Anime oil, yes. They needed a way for it to
What do you mean? You can
faster.
literally just call it plot armor.
Wouldn't it be cool if there's like another Gundam that they could just give to him here? That would be cool.
What, while he works on it? Or just
just for
shows up
Amuro,
with another
like
whole Gundam?
Yeah, like if the Federation just had like another Gundam ready for him.
Thanks, Freddy, foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Well,
hey, we go to Cassilia, and I'm sorry.
Maskless.
Maskless, yeah. Cracks me up.
We got the budget for a mouth on her now.
Mouth. I love that they're clearly saving money by not animating a mouth. She's Fim Shredder. I was just going to say I love, by the way, what was her line? Shalia Bull has been defeated, and Char doesn't even bring up Makube. Ex-boyfriend dumped. The dude who's running her whole mining operation, not a second thought. Oh, Cassilia.
Nah, fuck
our queen. Our vanilla queen.
Yeah, that's not a boyfriend. That's a tribute.
Yeah, that's a sacrifice. That was a male and a female praying mantis.
Yes.
Genuinely, you can't tell me that Cassilia's not out there financially dominating men.
Dude,
like,
I'm
dominating men in more than just
absolutely.
I think she's
absolutely is like Zeon soldiers send $20 to my Venmo.
It's like what's crazy is I wasn't gonna do it, but she's dictator now, so I think that was law, guys. I think we have to.
She ain't dictator yet.
Not
her
yet.
Crazy ass. But this is the first time we get mention of the solar ray system. Which, like, come on, we know what it does as soon as you tell us what it is.
Yeah, so the Fed, it's very
pretty
confusing.
Self-explanatory moniker there.
Yeah, well, it's also confusing because the Feddies had one a few episodes back that got kind of ruined.
But it's totally different.
This is
the solar array system.
It's the same thing. They just have this different shaped one. Is the only difference.
Well, okay, it's a very Zeon engineering thing though. Of like they see the Feddies do something, and they're like, oh, that's cool. How could we do it? Sir, we don't have the resources to do that. What if we repurpose the resources we already have? Sir, that would kind of work. Fuck it, do it.
Fuck it, dude. Yeah, that's how they've made like 90% of the shit we've seen so far.
Yeah.
So at about
do it.
at about 550, when we enter Mahau colony, which is the colony
The third closed cylinder colony in the Xeon system.
So here's a Miles theory. This is when the late retcon officially happened that made sides 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 collections of colonies rather than individual colonies. I have no proof of this. I need to read more data, but the way they talk about side 7 was literally one colony. Side 6 we go to it and they call the single colony they're at side 6. I don't even know if it has a name. But in proper Gundam and beyond this, sides are like, no. There are hundreds to thousands of these things, besides in Side 7, where there is only one. I think Tomino or his writers did not decide on that till this point when they said, all right, Mahau is an individual colony in Side 3, which is where Xeon is.
They realized they were maybe going to want to blow up more than 7 of them at some point.
Yeah.
So they needed to make it so that there were more than 7 of them.
That is my guess.
But yeah, we're doing an mandatory evacuation, and soldiers are being like, "Shut up! I don't care about your troubles. You'll figure it out."
You can find your granddaughter elsewhere.
Well, okay. His point isn't entirely wrong. It's just heartless.
It sucks,
of like,
man.
wherever you go, it'll still be Xeon territory. So like, we'll figure it out. Stop holding up the line.
What's funny is I think this is December 30th or 31st. He's technically wrong. It may not be Xeon territory in like 48 hours.
Yeah, but then we cut to Degwin and Gihren in the throne room. And it's
Jabba the Hutt looking motherfucker.
Degwin is, or Giren's just like, yo, I wanna kill a bunch of people. And then I want to make sure that only the right ones survive.
And
his dad's like,
race.
That's interesting. There was a man from history who had a similar opinion. Have you heard of Adolf Hitler?
If
you mean the dictator from the Middle Ages?
Middle Ages? Yeah, that one made me go, what?
If you turn your attention to General, welcome to
Jesus fucking Christ, Reddit bomb.
Possibly the most famous meme. Gihren is literally a Nazi.
He literally calls himself like, watch how a Hitler follower conducts this war. Tomio's just like, hey, in case you haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, let me make this abundantly clear.
I'm sorry.
When
on your own time.
For the first 38 episodes. At this point, we want to make sure you got it.
Let me make this as monosyllabic as possible.
I want to kill.
We are Nazis. Und we like was.
Fucking, I've seen more Hellsing Bridge than actual Hellsing.
Same. I have seen 0 actual Hellsing.
I'm the biggest Hellsing fan in the world. That's fine. Keep on going. All right, that's the end of my Gihren memes.
All right. And then we go to Char's ship encountering a battle group. Sends out Lalah with just 2 dudes. And Lalah just immediately just blows up a ship.
Yeah,
like so fast. And then the Dom guy's like, oh, well, I guess we don't need to do our jobs. I'm not dying for this. And then, she starts taking shots, can't make her concentration checks. And Char comes out, shields for her, and then, oh, look, I can hit it now.
So can I
Which is interesting that the Federation soldiers are picking up on Lalah's quote unquote resonance.
It's on
every
the
time that she-
radio or something.
Yeah, well, every time she tries to make these concentration checks.
So, I went and did this shot by shot. 12:19, Lalah misses a direct shot on a Salamis or minor vessel, and she says, "So I shouldn't rely on my own shooting skills." More fighting. 13:13, Char arrives in his Gelgood, gives her some support. Lalah says, "Char, now that you're here with me, ... 13:16, 3 seconds later, Fetty frequency operators pick up something, some weird sound spiking over the
Some weird
radios.
resonance.
Resonance, yeah. We hear it too. In 13:13, Lalah obliterates a Salamis. Thoughts on this?
Yeah, she can only do her psychic song drone control field if she's concentrating. And she can't concentrate when she's getting shot at.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Or requires some degree of focus. Can't just be autonomous. She ain't that powerful a psyker.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, she tried to do it just, physically, and was like, oh, it turns out I've never actually tried this with my hands before, and I'm bad at it.
Okay. Poor guy's getting blown up, by the way, immediately. But hey, tis war. Hey, 14 minutes. As we go back to our Fetties, what's Operation Star 1, guys?
Fading the Xeon homeland.
Yep.
I really enjoyed the image. If you guys have ever seen pictures of, like, the ships in World War II and just all of the soldiers just laying out on the decks. The Salamis class, I think, the ones that look like battleships,
Yeah.
coming on out of Solomon, just covered in
Covered
gyms.
in gyms. Yeah.
That just look like soldiers laid out on the decks. I
we're
just
not
enjoyed that image.
We're not at it yet, but you're gonna love some later material for that we're gonna hit, Tom. I promise you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the big final battle of Gundam. So.
Yeah, it was very epilepsy-inducing for a final battle.
Odessa, Jiburo, Abao Q, and Solomon, all in the span of like 4 months. By the way, crazy timing.
Well, yeah. Then we cut back to the not Paparo telling Amuro that he has reduced all mechanical friction. You deal with that, Tom.
No, you didn't.
No. Yes, he did.
No.
Well, that's what he said he did.
No, just no.
In theory, at least.
Guys, you see, they use the Minovsky friction system.
You bring Darkseid into your world just to prove to you that entropy always wins.
You do that.
This blasphemy cannot stand.
Or he's like, is that the anti-life equation? Yo, can I find that? Let me get that, bro.
Get that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just... I did like this little survive, please. Why?
I need your data.
Oh, because I need your data. Yeah, that tracks.
I mean, these guys are covered in red clothing. We can loosely call them robes. They are Adeptus Mechanicus. They only want the numbers.
Yes.
Amuro is just a sack of flesh, piloting the actual important bit, which is the Blessed Machine Spirit, the Gundam. Well, actually, no, it's Tech Heresy because it's got AI in it, but that's...
Servitor Gundam. I'll also say the computer on board is not... I guess we could call it AI, but it's not...
It is artificial sentience? Well...
It's like Auntie
artificially
Dot.
learning.
Yeah, it's not like Cortana. It's like Auntie Dot from Halo Reach. It's a dumb AI. So
that'd be a very interesting question.
It's running data. It cannot think really. It reacts.
Here's the question: would it get you killed in Dune?
Ooh.
If yes, Tech Heresy.
Yeah. I don't know. You know Dune better than me, so.
Yeah, I can't say I'm the biggest Dune guy.
I also love these two guys literally going to charts like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna be real. You can court-martial us. We ain't going in front of Lalah. You're gonna have to throw us in the ring, bro. I'm gonna be real. I love how frank they are about it. And Char's like, straight, I
Yeah.
get you.
So I need to ask again. Did the show intend for Amuro and Sayla to end up together? Because there is a scene that is shipping them
Absolutely.
so hard.
Yeah, I forget the reason. I have to find it. But Tomino intended for Amuro and Sayla to be making out boyfriend, girlfriend at this point. It was changed last minute, but all of their interactions remain. So she firmly stays good platonic female friend / maybe older sister figure to Amuro. We'll learn a bit more about that later.
Nah, bruh. Nah.
Yeah.
I didn't even write down what they were saying. It's just, the scene is shipping them.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Yeah. I do like Cassilia being all upset at Lalah not wearing a uniform.
Yeah,
Like, it's an eyesore.
It's an eyesore.
It's some correct threads.
But Cassilia, you don't understand. That means that she can't do her. What was it again, Tom?
Pancake Flesh Angel.
That one.
Pancake Flesh Angel. Sometimes when we're on the bridge of the White Basin cutting between Mirai and Frau, I have to do a double take. I'm like, okay, which one has like Celery in her eyes? Which one has the whites of her eyes? Okay, that's Frau. The other one's Mirai.
Yeah, it did get a little confusing with them back to back like that.
Yep. Now that Sayla's not on deck anymore.
Yeah, we have Amuro doing some flight drills. And then Bright is saying he must be a new type. Amuro spots battle ahead.
He gets a psychic, like, spark. Like the new
Here's
type
Lalah
tingle.
song. He would have sniped Jar. Like, one of Lalah's little missile drone things intercepts it. But he, like, 100% had him. He would have got him.
Oh, wait, so...
That would have been the end of the Red Comet.
Amuro versus Char, round 10. Thoughts. Who wins? Who doesn't?
Char gets worked.
Char gets,
absolutely
He's breaking
worked.
his ankle.
He gets his arm blown off and he gets face kicked.
All while he has support from Lalah too.
Yeah, he gets worked.
Results: Char
firmly Amuro victory. And we do get some stuff of like Amuro seems to be interfering with Lalah's ability to control her little drones.
Yeah,
She's
it
like,
does.
my head
seem like
feels
that.
heavy, like I'm pushing against something. It's like, yeah, it's another person's mind.
So you think they can just like mind fight now, huh?
I mean, literally in my notes when we get to them later, it's Amuro and Lalah are back to mind fighting. So like, yes.
Battle.
I mean, if we look in the episode at 2112, he does send out the same like new type tingle, as I've been calling it, at her, and you can see like it cuts to her like physically reacting.
Do you think he could like give her like a stroke or a seizure or something, or is it just like you're tingling my brain?
I think it's I think it's more like how two psychers fight. It's my brain waves versus your brain waves.
It's kind of like Psychonauts for me.
Psychonauts. Oh, okay.
Yeah, which my brainwaves v your brainwaves destructive interference. So you can't do your stuff around me as effectively or at all because I'm putting out my own wah 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 wave.
So you feel it's just interference. He's not a stronger new type than her now, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
By the way, I'd be remiss if I didn't bring it up. The little bits that Lalah is sending out in her Elmeth, any guesses on what those are called? They're a universal Gundam mechanic.
What, the little drones?
Yeah.
Meth babies.
Who said bits?
Me.
You got it. They're called bits. Later on, in After Zeta Gundam, they will be renamed to funnels for the most part, and that's actually the more popular name. That's what I learned them as, but at this point in the canon and for the near future, they are called bits. They are a new type operated little machines, and they essentially have a little circuit board and a switch inside that can go in 8 degrees, 300. They can go in they can move in 3D space and have rockets that propel them. So Your pilot controls them like they're moving a joystick inside with their mind. Yeah, but we end off the episode with the funniest thing to me, the narrator talking about Lalah did something absolutely unfounded, destroying 4 battleships. And Char's standing behind like 4 only, huh?
I wonder if they've ever heard of the Battle of Lube.
But episode 40, A Cosmic Glow.
Yes, sir.
Yay, Pancake Flesh Angel.
This is the episode. Yeah. This is the episode, boys.
Yeah, Dagwood is talking to Gihren, and he's like, "Isn't that right,
Karma, please."
Yeah, this part was so weird.
How do you
I wonder who the favorite child was.
Well, why wouldn't that be the favorite child? Friggin'...
It's the only child who just wanted to just kill everyone.
Cassilia clearly I don't think is his from the hair. Gihren's in the Hitler Youth. Rip for...
How are you going to compare... hold on. How are you going to compare hair to Cassilia to Dagwin when Dagwin's a fucking pinhead?
In my memory, Dagwin had purple hair in his youth. But yeah, poor Garma, the purest of children, who just wanted to love. Do you think Dagwin's doing okay? Sorry, yeah, Dagwin's doing okay mentally, or
Conehead? No, Conehead is having a rough time of it.
Well, what's he doing here as he's talking to
He's leaving in secret, but it also seems like he's not, because Gihren is watching him out of his window.
Where's he going?
That's what it seems like. He's going to Revel.
Yeah, he's going to go talk to Revel.
Yeah.
Bro's going to Space Argentina. He's looking at the numbers and is trying to cut a deal.
But yeah, we get a mention of the solar array deal will be operational in 2 hours, and it can be only fired once for 3 seconds. 3 seconds.
Listen, man, they figured it out.
In exchange for an entire tube.
That whole thing took 3 seconds?
Yeah.
That was like half the episode.
Yeah. But we get a little bit with Cassilia and Char.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, by the way, like, why'd you give up on, killing me and all of my families? I
do remember playing with you as a child.
Yeah.
Near Automata style, you see their masks are off, so they're having a mask off moment. They're
Well, Char's is on.
His helmet is off.
Yeah, we can't.
Yeah,
you get to see his hair.
He still got that weird visor type thing on.
Has Char shifted his goals from revenge on the zombies to the new types?
He claims to have.
Is he telling the truth?
I don't even really think he knows.
Okay.
Especially in lieu of recent events.
Is he playing?
Maybe it's a half-truth.
Is he playing?
Yes, I have shifted my focus, but I'm going to use them to kill all of you.
Do you think he's trying to build an army of new type Lalah children to rise up against the zombies?
Char definitely would want an elite Praetorian Guard style thing. He also would, be one of the people to overlook that the Praetorian Guard killed the Emperor more often than not.
Yeah.
Aha. I don't know. That would make sense. I mean, he's definitely, ever since discovering Lalah, he definitely hyper fixated on what she could do.
Well, he's known about Lalah for a fucking while.
Yeah, before
he sent her to the
That's fair, the Flanagan Institute.
Yeah, on side 6.
Maybe it's more of I was just into new type. Now I'm into this particular new type, into her, if you know what I mean.
More than
never ask a racist the color of their girlfriend.
Looking at you, Rabute.
Hey, we go back to the white base, and we get a fascinating line from Bright, similar to the one in the previous episode. New types do not necessarily have psychic powers. Thoughts?
Which, no, because then it's immediately like, well, what about Lalah? And it's like, well, there may not be a real difference between not psychic and psychic. It's
Bright's really grasping at straws here.
like I'm choosing to not call them psychic, even though every manifestation of the ability would lead one to call it psychic. But we're not calling it that.
So I'm asking a question.
Like,
do you guys think new
like-
type means psychic powers? And
there's telepathy.
Okay. Do you guys think Bright knows that Sayla and Mirai are new types?
No.
Second question, no. First question, also no.
What'd
I
you say,
think
Ken?
Bright has an idea. Maybe is like suggesting that Mirai, maybe, but not Sayla.
Okay, he has no clue about Sayla.
Yeah.
Do you think Sayla and Mirai know that they're new types at all?
No.
No.
I think Mirai might suspect it before Sayla, but I don't think she knows at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think Mirai could like look at herself and look at all the instances, where she's had like hunches or feelings and be able to be like, yeah, that was new type ability. No, she would just call him a fluke.
So we're in a fascinating moment then in the show. Who are the only people who know that Sayla and Mirai are new types?
Amuro
Maybe
and
Char,
Lalah.
Amuro, yeah, Lalah.
Did Char connect to the don't do it fusion frenzy pancake swirl?
We'll get to that. I was gonna say it's us.
I can't remember if he did. I thought it was just Mirai and Sayla,
We'll talk about
but I
that.
can't remember if Char was in it.
Yeah, but I was gonna say we, the audience in Tomino, are the only people who know that, which is a weird, fascinating thing to be positioned in. The characters do not know themselves. Other characters in the show do not know. Only we know that they are new types. But
Amuro is proposing that everyone on white base is a new type, though.
do you guys
Also,
think that?
I do like.
No.
No. I do like that they're calling the Elmeth the tricorn hat.
Yeah, I had that
It
in
is-
my
it
notes.
is
Yeah, I thought they were always just referring to, Char and Cassilia's, tricorn hats.
yeah, it's their.
Yeah, no, they're just referring to the Elmeth.
All right, bonus points for you, Tom, for bringing that up. Let's keep going.
It also doesn't look like a tricorn hat. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah,
Uh,
they
Elmeth?
expected
Yeah,
you.
no.
But we've got Lalah in her uniform. Char's like, yeah, I'll follow your orders. She's like, cool. First order, kiss me. Second order, wear
Yeah.
your goddamn spacesuit.
Basically.
She's got such like wife vibes here, doesn't she? Like,
Oh, yeah.
I genuinely care about you. Do you think Char genuinely cares about her, or is she a tool? You guys said maybe she was just a tool to him a few episodes ago.
You can be one and the other.
Absolutely.
You both? Okay.
If you lose your most valuable tape measure, you're gonna be pissed about it.
Do you think she is literally just a
I
tape
think he
measure?
does genuinely care about her. Yeah,
Yeah,
by this point.
at this
And with
point,
what we
yeah,
see.
he actually gives a shit.
Yeah. Do you
Almost seems to give more care about her more than
Sayla?
Sayla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really likes Lalah.
Oh, clearly.
You think he's just he's a vanilla king? He's an ally. He likes brown girls, or is there something special about Lalah? That
Never ask a racist the color of his girlfriend.
So speaking of racist,
Uh-huh.
Bright has this little line. Like everyone runs to deploy, and he's like, "Who's deploying and what? New types, huh?" It's like, hey man, I don't know that you're allowed to say that anymore.
Maybe you have to say it in a specific tone. You can't say it like the blacks, the Jews,
Yes.
the
The new
Mexicans.
type.
Yeah. But he definitely is seeming salty, kind of like the Dom operators, where they're like, "What can us common human soldiers do?" Like Bright, it seems to be developing this kind of like, well, what do I even do here now?
Inadequacy.
Is my purpose just to chauffeur new types around?
Yeah.
And
I
then
do
we
like
get
that Amuro just blasts into the kids.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We get this little moment of just bowling the kids over. So many gyms and balls deploying, like hundreds of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just all the pew pews, Kai freaking out.
Big battle
Celia
midway
doesn't get a
style.
mouth again.
Yeah, so here's our first Amuro precog moment of like he predicts a course change from a ship and like adjusts a little bit, shoots where it's gonna be, and blows it up.
So cool.
Yeah.
When people talk
Sailor's
about
out here,
who is the
even Hayato.
I was gonna say, so when people talk about who is the best Gundam pilot of the series, you're all gonna see some competition. But when folks talk about Prime Amuro, they're talking about this. They're talking about the way he's moving in this Operation Star One fight. I'd say
just dancing in space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sayla does something pretty cool too when she turns on her side and blasts that Rickdom.
Yeah. Amuro's got a weird read though of like, I can feel the way they're controlled. I can sense it.
Yeah, almost like he's shooting to what's like connecting it, not necessarily the drone itself.
Yeah, but he starts shooting where they're going to be and blowing up her little bits.
Keep
Sounds
talking.
dirty.
I'm gonna come back to it.
But yeah, he like locks in on her radio signal, and he's like, "That's Lalah."
That's Lalah, and then they start doing battle.
Yeah, and then he charges at her, and she locks in on his radio signal, and she's like, "Oh, that's Amuro," and then they do a little mind link and chat it.
And then Elmeth shoots his gun. And then have this little psychic conversation of, "Hey, stop hurting Char. You're evil."
But she has this whole thing of like, you came too late. Like, why did you have to come into my life so late? Like at this time, it's so this is the start of like what is actually happening.
If I may interrupt before we get into it, I'm gonna let y'all talk for a while about this. I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up. There is a moment in the episode at 9:48 when we see a bit firing and then Amuro dodging it. This is a now 40, almost 50-year-old plus piece of animation that has been reused a bunch of time in Gundam. Most famously, the intro to Gundam Seed. If you go to about 50 seconds in it. It is exact animation of the bit / funnels being fired off and a mobile suit dodging. That's been used over and over. Which if you look at it,
that's just Seed in general.
Yeah, but little thing there. But I would be remiss if I didn't bring that up. But yeah, let's get back to the insanity. Please take it away.
Lalah's whole thing seems to be, you have nothing to fight for, and Amuro's response is, what difference is that supposed to make? Which is just fantastic.
Does he have nothing to fight for? What is she talking about here?
Well, and that's where I'm set. Like, is it a personal tragedy, like personal death, emotional investment in the death?
What, like, that unlocks their new type? Like, what the fuck is this? Their Mangekyo?
Yeah, she's like, I need a just a lowly human to bond to, so that I can bring my powers out, or something. Like, it is confusing, man, and it's only about to get more confusing, because they debate about the purpose of fighting, and then she goes like, and like falls into the distance, and then just like pops up right in front of him, and it's like, were we destined to meet each other? And then it's like, now we're both breathing heavy, staring into each other's eyes. Like, what are we gonna bone? What is happening?
They're astral projecting in space. They are astral projecting in space with like glitter and what appears to be planets or other things around them. It's a very surreal moment.
Yeah, but
they're connecting via the warp.
I do have Char does ping. Char, Sayla, and Mirai all ping, and they all yell, "Don't do it." All of us have to deal with our own destiny. I don't have down if that was Lalah or Char. But acid trip, screen break, into waves, into Flesh Angel, into light lines, which is Char showing up to, turn your trip bad. Says stop playing around with him and shoots at Char.
So, hey, Amuro versus Char, round 11. We have to do it. Is there a winner here? We are tied for the four. You say Amuro?
I guess.
All right, rest of you.
I'm skimming over the fight right now.
Is
it's not just quite Amuro versus Char.
No,
it's almost like Amuro and Sayla versus Char and Lalah.
Yeah. And Char nearly cut Sayla twice. And then I think he does hit her the third time or the second, but
third, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then when he hits her, he's just like, oh, it kind of stops a moment, and then Amuro just cuts his arm off.
Yeah.
And something to notice is that Amuro knows who is who at all times in this battle. Char knows nothing besides that Amuro's in the Gundam.
Yeah. Well, then again, Amuro doesn't know that Char and Sayla are Casval and Artesia.
Yeah, I guess only Bright knows.
Yeah.
But Lalah boots Char out of the way of Amuro's shot or sword.
That was a beam saber, because he he plunges that thing hilt deep into the thing.
Yeah.
And we reached the craziest moment. Did you guys have a consensus on that, by the way? Sorry, I don't want to interrupt. Char, Amuro, Tai.
I'm gonna give it to Amuro.
Yeah.
With the death of Lalah and another arm gone from Char. Yeah.
Reluctantly, Amuro is our victor, but
if it weren't for Lalah pushing him out the side, I feel like Amuro would have killed Char right there.
Yeah, Char almost died.
Well, I mean, come on.
That's crazy. This is like a what if scenario crazy thing that you'll see a bunch of times, but this is the moment when Char was bested by the Gundam and would have died in that explosion with that beam saber if Lalah didn't intervene. But we get what happens now.
Her mind breaks and it fills Amuro's head with water. I don't know what's happening, man.
This is where shit gets weird.
It's not weird yet. She says people are changing. They're becoming like us. And Amuro's like, well, that's a good thing. Like, I was able to understand you, and you were able to understand me. Like, imagine if everybody was able to mind meld and truly know one another. Like, maybe we would have peace. And then we get the line, one day people will even be able to control time. Oh, Amuro, I can see time itself.
And then the world just starts spinning.
Flat Earth and pregnancy is what I have down. Like, it's like a cyberpunk sperm infecting a computer egg.
That did kind of happen, didn't it?
And then Lalah explodes in white light. Not a purple explosion, white light, because she's special. And then she, radiates horizontal lines and turns into a sun.
Also, let's not forget the little mirage of what I can only assume is Lalah and Amuro, which I swear to God, you already know that they're naked.
So
yeah, they've fused into one weird flesh being now.
I'm gonna talk about this, but get everything you have to say out about Lalah's death and thoughts about that. I'm gonna give a say.
Dude, I genuinely do not know what is happening.
Okay.
Yeah, the sperm and the egg part really confused me.
All right, please.
Kind of.
Okay.
See,
thoughts. Give me your thought. Whatever tin hat theory you have, because I'm gonna give some context.
Amuro and Lalah smushed minds together until they made what is known as the Gundam seed, and it just goes out.
Jesus.
That's why it's called that. That so makes so much sense now.
I got
God damn
nothing,
it,
man.
Tom.
Okay. Anyone else? And,
was
and
so good.
let's just thoughts about Lala as a character and her death too. How do y'all feel about that?
I got spoiled.
Oh yeah, this is a very
So,
famous moment. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, I mean, I know this is gonna come, so I mean, like, oh, I wasn't that surprised. This is kind of the weird sequence is kind of weird, though. Yeah.
So
I
Lala's
mean,
no, go on.
Lala dies. Yeah, taking this from a kind of 40K standpoint here, Lala is like, as we have seen, the most powerful psyker by far. And so when she dies in this instance, and they have, as Tom calls it, their mind melding, it's like Amuro's developing further powers, almost like his ability is deepening because of this interaction with Lala.
Well, I mean, after we see Char is like sad and angry, like no, and pounding
And like
his
slams his
console.
console. Yeah,
Amuro is full bawling. Like this
yeah.
is full on Traumaro crying.
So this is one of the most important scenes in anime history, and possibly the most important scene in Gundam going forward.
Yeah, but I feel like you don't know what's happening until you've been studying Gundam for 15 years.
This will
Read the
be
canon and everything.
brought up at the very least for the rest of what we are covering on this podcast. But this is a very important lesson in a little brunette and blonde boy's life here, as in our Fetty and Xeon soldiers' lives here. Also, every single time you're watching Evangelion or Ghost in the Shell and you have like a trippy surrealist dream montage in animation, hey, really the first time something like that happened here, 1979.
Thanks.
Homie, I promise you, I'm not watching Evangelion again.
Before anything, I have a question for you. Is this what it looks like when a person dies, superhuman or not? Or is this what it is like when a god dies?
Well, Miles,
What?
when you die, your body releases something called DMT. uh, Genuinely the fuck.
So, Lalah...
I'm gonna go with this is what happens when you are looking into the mind of someone as they die, and you get to watch their DMT trip.
I like that. I like that. I like that. All right. Let's check out my screen for a second. And forgive me having a little bit of internet issues. Can you all see me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
So, Lalah gets hit, flows backwards. We get the mass-shattering moment. And then we get a barrage of imagery generated from her new type mind. So, let's turn a page to the visuals, right? We first get an ocean here. Okay? Filling up Amuro's screen, his view. After the ocean, and some more pancake flesh, all Lalah and Amuro's faces superimpose in front of each other. We then get to see multiple Earths, a crisis of infinite Earths, some may say, preceded by the line, "I can see time itself from a ghost Lalah." Afterwards, we get some more sparkly nonsense, and we see what is a floating paysage, like mountain range, flat Earth, yeah, in space, with two people kind of lovingly running through it. We don't know who they are. From this distance, it is red person and yellow person in this little cosmos.
Yeah, this is what I was
female.
saying. Was I can assume Lala and Amuro and assume that they're naked.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there are galaxies behind them, it looks like.
It's their whole little world, their whole little universe. And lastly, we see, as you guys pointed out, I'm glad you said it so I don't have to feel weird, what appears to be a sun or egg and a bunch of lesser stars or sperm going in to the egg.
It's 100% an impregnation. It
and
is a cosmic impregnation.
Immediately afterwards...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there's more than 8. We're good.
Immediately afterwards, we see Amuro pulling out his beam saber from the elevator.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of things. A lot can be deduced from this. If anyone wants to speak up about what they think happened in that dream universe that we haven't said, feel free, or I'll go on.
Dude, genuinely, I got nothing.
It
Yeah, I don't know. I can't,
appears
like...
that they shared either a very intimate new type moment towards Amuro and Lalah had a infinite Big Bang universe mindfuck, really. They connected, whether it was symbolic or metaphysical. They shared a life and a world with each other 1 billion years in 1 second, is what I
In a
deduce.
nanos. Okay. I can kind of go with that, because if we look at the very beginning of this bullshit, after their faces are like overlapped in each other, they go through this like weird paradox, or what's the term?
A tunnel?
Yeah, kind of.
We can call it 2001: A
But-
Space Odyssey tunnel. I don't know what to call it. Sparkles.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, this like they're seeing all their different possibilities of each other. That's what the fuck is going on?
What is going on?
I see it as like
Mhm.
a merging of their minds.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Absolutely.
Like
Absolutely,
they were so in conflict with each other at the time of just continuously fighting, but the moment Lala's death, they could like finally understand each other. Like they're not fighting at that point because she's dead, and now it's just them just communicating each other like 100%.
They can. I like that you guys bring that up. Bonus points.
Okay, yeah, I like that, Kenny.
Yeah.
Because they're like, don't do it. Like, oh, what are they like? Not wanting to interact with each other, or like, because I think if they merged with each other at that point, or like communicate fully, they'll be like too distracted from the current battle, especially with Char coming in, not knowing what's going, with barely any knowledge of what's going on, even though some of his new type flashing is occurring.
So I brought up the possibility of, especially with the pulling out of the beam saber, that this has a potential sexual connotation. I wouldn't put it past Tomino, not to be dismissive, but that is solely something he would do.
Dude, there's been so much sexual tension building in this fucking thing.
Do
Like
you
we're about to birth Slanesh.
Do you feel that this is more crazy Slanesh sexual side, or this is more melding of the minds? It can be both.
Melding of the minds.
More melding of the
Melding.
minds for sure. Nobody's getting turned into a chair. No knife ear just getting. Son of a bitch is getting their soul sucked out of them. We're fine.
Yeah. Most important, the thing I want to bring up before I go to a Tomino quote and we can move on, because we still got an episode left and an hour, so we're in good timing. Who was left out of this very important character moment here, who probably should have been included in whatever happened here?
Definitely Char.
Char. Whose girl was Lalah?
Char's.
Char.
What happened here?
Char got cucked.
No.
I'd put it even beyond that. This is, I mentioned the soul cucking before. This is actually our literal soul cucking.
Actual just soul cucking. That's insane.
The most important person in Char's life, I'd say yes, in this very messed up way, beyond Sayla, was robbed from him by Amuro. And he was not there for whatever moment they had, which is tragic. Her final moments were with Amuro. I have a quote here, because you guys, anyone have a final guess as to what happened here? No? Cool. I have an interview from Tomino from 2002. Can y'all hear me all good still?
Yeah.
Quote.
Yeah, we're just...
Interviewer. What about Lalah's character? Tomino. She's another entirely intentional character. When I consider whether I have any talent as a popular fiction writer, Lalah makes me think I might not have any at all. Because she's a character that doesn't exist within me. I'm just moving her based on pure logic. In other words, I'm too conscious of the peripheral elements and can't create the broader, more expansive aspects that popular fiction should have. That's why I'm utterly hopeless when it comes to moving characters like Lalah or blank from the future. in summary, Tomino doesn't even know where this damn character came from or what was going on with her. He's like, she just emerged from the ether. In my heart.
Yeah, the warp, damn it.
The warp, yep. But, yeah. Crazy times. Rest in peace, Lalah. Any final words? Anyone want to do a little prayer?
No.
That seems heretical in nature. Yeah, I considering that even Tomino stated that he doesn't really know where Lalah came from or how or what to do with said, makes me think that he actually like this is the workings of the arch enemy.
How's Char taking all this? Oh, go, sorry.
Okay.
Okay, my
I feel for me, I don't know if Leo or Miles will relate to this one. It kind of felt like Gundam 00, season 2 of when Setsuna is trying to communicate or uses his was it the dumb ability that makes them communicate with all each other?
Oh yeah, I don't know. I wasn't paying that much attention.
Was it
not
Trans
gonna lie.
Am or the other one?
Yeah, the
Yeah, the
Trans Am.
Trans Am Razor,
That's what it was.
where he was trying. It kind of reminded me of that, of like,
Definitely.
Yeah, that's
how
right, because
Lalah
it did
felt.
kind of have like metaphysical properties to it.
yeah.
Setsuna FSA. Fucking
Poor-
goddamn it.
Poor sad boys in space. There is never an end to sad boys in space. But let's turn a page back to where we are. How's the battle going?
Shouldn't.
Slightly in the Federation's favor at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Amro's blah blah blah. Right.
Like it was
I find it funny that Bright's like focus all fire on the Zanzibar, and the one piloting the Zanzibars focus all fire on the white base. But I mean, if we count the amount of battleships destroyed in the following sequence of those orders, I think it's like 3 to 4 of Xeons to like 2 of Federations.
Yeah, but it's whatever Char and Cassilia brought, they lost all of it except one. So like
Yeah.
theirs did
How
not go
pathetic.
well. I do like the like, hey, we have an urgent communication. They're gonna use the solar ray, and both Char and Cassilia are like, wait, they're using what now? It's like,
Yeah.
if those two are like, wait, they're gonna use that, not a good sign.
I have a feeling they don't
fine.
even know they have that. I think that's something Gihren put together in like an afternoon.
Just like, wait, he was serious when he said he was gonna build that?
He's gonna do what? He was serious?
Yeah. It's like, where did he put all the civilians? Well, ma'am,
Now that you're mad, funny you ask.
we did blood tests on them, and those that were worthy went into the safe zone. Those that were not went into the firing line.
More on white base.
We got a moment with the stupid robot,
Oh,
and then
Haro? You really hate Haro.
yeah, I hate him so much. He serves no purpose, and he's stupid, and I hate him.
He's the cute mascot character. Mandated.
He's stupid, and I hate him. Then we get a voiceover about the invasion plan, and that Degwin's here, and that it's like, oh, well, he's about to die then, right? Oh, yep. Everyone's about to die.
Everyone's about to die.
And then again, in case the subtext was too much for you, hatred. That's the light of hatred.
Yeah.
Amro's talking like like Lalah was.
Don't move forward. 1,000 are about to die in a world of light.
Yeah, he is kind of
So fucking
talking
dramatic.
weird.
Oh.
Oh,
Th-
Lalah's final.
Moments like this, Miles,
Mhm.
would have gotten me to never watch this show again.
If I can find the quote from the music in the episode, Lalah's song, the song that plays, which we didn't really talk about, has some lyrics, ends with quote. Come on. A dream, it's a dream, a dream. Tomorrow we will both be blood-soaked. Dancing in the wind, the wind, the wind. fascinating. That came true almost immediately. But let's go to episode 41, Space Fortress Baoa Q, the penultimate episode of Gundam, on this penultimate podcast coverage of this Gundam series.
Gihren used solar beam.
Rip
Gihren
Revel.
took in light.
Rip Dick.
Gihren
Gihren.
unleashed its energy.
Rip everything
effective.
between. I'm not gonna lie, the first time I watched this, something happened like in my periphery, and so I had to focus on that. Like I think Anakin did something, and so I come back to like just after the fact when like it's still doing the dramatic after effect. I'm like, oh, people died. Let me see what the fuck happened here. Oh my fucking god, everyone fucking died.
Everyone.
Patricide.
So it
Homicide.
seems like everyone died, but we get Amuro saying they're not all gone. And we don't get it to finish his sentence. I think he was going to say they're not all gone, but the ones who aren't dead are wishing they were. Imagine being locked inside of a spaceship where the room has melted around you. You're somehow protected from the vacuum, but you can't get out. You can't broadcast. Also, you took a piece of shrapnel in the leg and you're slowly bleeding out in 0G. Have fun.
It reminds me of all those debris ships we saw at the beginning of the 8th MS team when Shiro gave the patch to Salahine. I forget her name.
Oh,
yeah. But we get some of Cassilia's men share with her that they detected Degwin's ship beacon at the target location, which kicks into motion just a great sequence of events later on.
We gotta save that for when it comes up. But wow.
So I gave you guys a Gundam wiki link for Operation Star One. Can someone open that and let me know when you got it open?
I'll bite it.
All right, penultimate battle of Gundam. Yada 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 yada. Careful looking at it.
Prelude.
Scroll down. What's the date?
Battle. On December 31st at 01:17 hours.
And when does it end?
Sorry, I just randomly scrolled to that. I don't know where I'm supposed to.
Oh, sorry. Beginning December 31st. It ends December 31st.
Ends December 1st.
We are in the final moments of the show, for real. Let's scroll down to strength. So one of the things, and we're going to talk about this in a second, I just brought it up now so I can get this link out the way, is Gihren in his cockiness says that they destroyed a third of the Federation's fleet, which brings them to the advantage. I want you to look at the stats of those strength, of those battleships, and you may notice that the Federation severely outclasses Zeon, even to a point that if they destroyed a third of their ships,
they would still have overwhelming odds.
They would still have 2-1 just on battleships.
On battleships, not to mention 98 cruisers versus 41 cruisers. And way more
they're
moles.
horribly outclassed.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you know those fascists, they keep going to the very end, so he's insistent that he has a chance. All right, that was it.
Which I also find it funny that he's like, oh yeah, the laser takes out a third of the Federation attack force, but when Gihren gives his speech at a Baoa coup, he tells him that they took out a half.
Yeah, he lied. Is the answer?
Well, no shit.
I do love the we must teach those slow-witted people of the Earth Federation. It's like we're just coming right out with it, and in case you hadn't figured it out, we're just gonna hit that Hail Zeon again, just right there, just in case you hadn't made the connection.
Guys,
with fists in the air and all.
I'm gonna go as far as to say it. I think Gihren may have been the only fascist in his family. I think this war may have... I think everyone else was like a dictator by situation. The rest of these guys... Gihren is the only one who's like, heck yeah, I love fascism. I love it.
Yeah. Degwin's like, I am the dictator because it was the most practical way to conduct this, new state effort that we're trying to do. And eventually I would like to have democracy. Democracy that breeds weakness.
Meanwhile, Casilli here is like, oh my gosh, he is throwing the game. He is throwing the game.
Throwing everything.
We had a 9-month lead, and he is throwing the game at the last second. So the Federation didn't have mobile suits until September. This was a losing war up until the Gundam showed up.
Yeah.
Gihren, we are 10 and goal, homie, and you were trying to make a passing play. We are right there.
I'm picturing Ramba and Makube and all the other nameless generals we met in lieutenants we've seen throughout the show, just watching in the afterlife playing cards like, well, they did it. And then Degwin just pops in. He's like, whoa, what the hell? How'd I get up here?
Degwin and Revel.
I don't think either of us should be up here. Where's Garma? He went to hell? No.
Where's Garma?
But hey, the Xeon are loading up.
Yeah, I mean, our next thing is they're getting a briefing of the attack, and Amro's like, don't worry, guys. We'll be able to make it. We're the good guys. And then we get one bit. It made me worried that Frau Bo was going to die, because Amro's all like, hey, we shouldn't waste our lives on this. Like, don't be afraid to live a little, which is like a telltale way of like, hey, I'm the main character, so I can say things like this. But the person I say it to, they get jinxed.
Something could happen to her. Still got an episode left.
Yeah.
What
else?
That's
The
why
first
I'm
in a
worried.
very long time that we see this, like an honest to earnest interaction between these two.
Yeah. What happens also?
We get-
Hayato just fucking strolls on in with balls of tungsten.
So
I must have missed that, because we get the brats saying that Hayato can't stay away.
Yeah, it's
And then-
literally
Tom.
right
Thela,
before.
Thela calls Kai a pervert, and Amuro calls her a prude back.
See, I
Which
thought
is
she was
weird.
calling Hayato.
she is calling Hayato a pervert.
Oh, I thought she was calling Kai a pervert.
Oh, Tom, you think you missed something? No, Tomino didn't show it. Hayato and Frau are a thing now. They got a little
Cool.
thing going on
Okay.
in the last.
No, I
3 days.
disagree, but okay.
No.
That does explain the little flamboyant, like 1 foot up that you see Hayato do when he gets to Frau.
They are, at the very least, Hayato is trying to
Making moves.
move in.
Sure, Hayato's crushing on her, but she's still carrying a candle for Amuro.
You guys think that's gonna work out? I know the future. I'm just asking you.
Nah, man.
Nah.
Think she likes him? Think she likes him back?
No.
Not that much.
I already made the episode the logo, but I feel so bad for this poor 5'2" boy. I feel so bad for this short king. If they end up together,
Is he a short king? Like, he's short, but is he a short king?
He got bullied into
I
a
would
river by
say no.
3 children.
Really, though.
This- Man, if I had some little Easter eggs in that image, I put in a lot of time photoshopping that. I'd appreciate if you look at it. Poor
I saw it.
poor Hayato will never live up to the candle of the new type boy in that poor woman's mind.
Yeah,
She
no,
is-
you're not beating the psyker.
Whatever happens in the future, I'll be frank. I'm not trying to be an incel here. She is absolutely settling if she does get with Hayato. Her heart's just not in it. But we move on from that. That's just one of those things Tomino had happen off camera.
Yeah, and we show the stupid missile hercs again, and it made me angry. And then we have lots of lasers and so many explosions and missiles and pew-pews, and oh my god, it's so confusing.
Yeah, this is your Star Wars battle of the Death Star.
It's not a Star Wars battle. I can't tell
It's
what's going
not.
on, Miles. It's just everyone shooting at everything. It's a laser
Yeah.
light show. There's no directionality. I have no idea where people are in relation to everyone else.
There's no.
I'm firing at a target. The target explodes. We cut to someone else doing the same.
Star Wars Battle of Midway.
You do kind of hear the Star Wars laser like sound effect.
Yeah, this is 2
during
years
all
after
this,
it.
but yeah,
1977 to 1979.
this is literally, hey, Allied forces fire at this direction. Other Allied forces fire at the other direction.
Well, to give it credit, and I keep bringing up mendicant bias versus offensive bias, the battle from Halo. This is closer to what space battles would be. Like Tom brought up, you wouldn't just be standing in a line and shooting like navally, or standing parallel to each other. You would be on top of each other, below each other, in different spaces in three-dimensional space, trying to get an edge on your enemy.
Yeah,
yeah,
this is kind of more along the lines of in 40K, forces of Titans going at each other, because Titans have big open battlefields, and so it's a lot like this, where it's just, hey, we're just gonna shoot in this direction, which is where you always see the 40K memes with Titans of, oh yeah, let us remove that direction.
Yeah. He's just
Speaking of Titans,
chaotic. Yes, sir.
Cassilia has a present.
Yeah.
It's a Gihren that's 80% finished, unless you talk to the people who actually built it, in which case it's 100% finished, because who needs legs?
Yeah, I thought of Tom there. Hey, here's our post for the Gihren. Big thing of note, you don't have to read it. Armaments 2 wired mega particle cannons, because we gotta have wire technology, because Minovsky particles, waist mega particle cannon, and head mega particle cannon. This thing is almost exclusively mega particle cannons. Side note, while the normal Zhang, whatever you want to call it, looks like this, that we see in the show, and you see in various Gundam video games, it is technically incomplete because the version with legs is called the MSN02 Perfect Gihren, which I believe never saw the field, but would have looked like this. It is just it with legs. But you don't need legs because you're in space. Alright.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
We get a bit. Gihren confirms Char has new type potential, talking with Cassilia.
Mm-hmm.
And then Cassilia is like, we get the first mention of like, hey, did you kill our dad?
Yeah. What? Why'd they do that?
Like a dangerous little eye twinkle.
She seems to have really liked her dad. She wasn't as much of a shit kid as Gihren was. Still conniving,
no.
but it was like, yo, you
Hey,
killed your dad.
Did you kill our dad?
Commercial break, and then we get the mechanic saying, yeah, it doesn't need legs, bro.
But it makes it cool.
This more feds show up right as Gihren is gloating that they didn't send enough forces. It's like, well, yeah, because there's the rest of them. He's like, no, it'll be fine. And then Cassilia in her own head is like, you killed your own father. This isn't going to go well.
I have a shot for you at 8:59. If y'all have it open, what are those two things right there?
Fucking 8:59? Hold on.
8 minutes, 59 seconds. What are those two things right there?
I don't know. I can't see it.
That is a Zaku and a Gelgoog right next to each other. Just comparing the machines.
Ah, okay.
When is the last time we saw a Zaku? I'll put the screenshot there.
It has been a minute.
It's been a very long time.
Doms.
Yeah, it's been about the Rick Dom replaced it as the mass production grunt suit, and the Gelgoog replaced the basically I'd say the ace units or the more experienced pilots. What does it tell you to see a Zaku next to a Rickdom right now?
We are
They're
down
desperate.
to our final assets.
Yeah,
And we do
we're
learn,
throwing
'cause
everything
there's-
we've got.
I guess I missed it in my notes, but there's one line. Oh, it's later of like, we've got student recruits in some of the mobile suits.
Yeah, there's like 18-year-olds
Like,
in those
they're-
things. Probably
Yeah, like they're
15-year-olds.
literally down to their last
yeah,
resources.
Fully trained.
Fully trained.
It's that moment in Pirates of the Caribbean where they start loading like forks and stuff into the cannons.
Yep.
I would not, and it's messed up, I would not be surprised if a few of those like evacuation shuttles from Mahao, like they got
kids.
they got stopped and they're like, all right, who's 18, 17 here? Get off, you're going
Drafted.
you're drafted right now.
Right now, get in the suit, Shinji.
Yep. Poor kids. But 16, 18. Oh no, we had some more. Keep going.
Yeah, I mean Char's out now. He blows up a ship, and it looks like the debris from that ship takes out like 3 more ships. Which, great. That proves you're a new type.
But they are doubting. They're like,
Amuro-
what's his potential? Is they're like,
Yeah.
are you going to be as
But
good as
Amuro
Lalah?
senses that it's Char. Well, Char senses that it's Amuro. Amuro senses it's Char, and like Char is chasing him down, and Amuro's like, "Nah, I'm gonna stick to my objective. I'm gonna go for the base."
I'll call the rest of this episode, even though there's a break between it, Char versus Amuro round 12. What are our
Yeah.
thoughts?
Let me scroll down.
We are currently 4
Okay.
Char, 5 Amuro, 2 Tai.
I don't think we're done with it yet.
Yeah.
Because I just have down super dodgy fight of like they're both dodging each other. Char mentions that he's unable to fully use the Jiang, and he's like, surely I must be a new type too. And then we freeze frame on like them closing in with the like about to cut each other with katanas pose. So I don't think we're done with the fight. I don't think we can render judgment yet.
Yeah, I don't
Basically,
remember
a
this
tie, in my
fight
opinion.
really finishing.
Or
Yeah.
I'll say if you have to pick one, what would you say right now?
Well, hold on.
I'm not gonna.
I need one. There's reasons.
Undecided.
Okay,
Fuck you.
okay. The winner is the Xeon kid who cries for his mommy before he blows
Well,
up.
here's the thing. Before the fight even really ends, and like Amuro's like, yes, my true enemy, like isn't Char. It's within the base. We cut to inside the base to Gihren and Cassilia, and Cassilia's calling him out like, "Hey, why are you doing this? Like,
Yeah.
why was our dad in the firing line?"
It's like,
Yeah.
he was? I totally didn't notice.
And then, yeah, Cassilia draws her gun.
Side gun, yeah.
Yeah, we'll call it a gun.
And shoots Gihren.
Just directly in the back of the head.
Right through the back of the head and just sends his ass into the monitor.
I love that whatever she shot him with, like the force is enough to override his like maglock boots that they're all wearing, because he zero G drifts up, bangs against the windshield, and then everyone's like, "Oh, what? Oh shit, that's the Führer."
And the Führer just died. The Führer's floating up to the ceiling.
Yeah.
So-
like everyone's shocked, and she's like, "Get rid of that body."
The
We all
thing-
agree he's dead, right?
The thing that always gets me.
Oh, what the fuck just happened?
The thing that always gets me about Gihren is, as evil as he is, there's a genuineness and naivete to his evil. He is conniving. He knows how conniving his sister and all of his family is. He knows she's pissed off that he killed their father. but he is still so high on his own smoke that he's like, no, she's not going to shoot me in the back of the head. She wouldn't betray me. And he turns his head around to her. He is so confident his poor little sister would do
He showed
this.
his back to the tiger and was like, "Nah, you're not gonna hurt me. You're not. Don't worry about it."
Not even. I don't even think this was like in like a posturing, like playing chicken thing.
No.
He legitimately didn't even the thought.
Yeah,
didn't
he
cross his
genuinely
mind.
is like, "No, if that tiger jumps at me, I can just like grab it and break its neck, bro."
Absolutely. He'd like
Gihren thinks he could be that one man versus 1,000 gorillas.
Yes. Good take. All right, how about we call Amuro versus Chartai this time around? Cool.
Sure.
All right, cool.
sure.
Yeah.
If you
want
need
a
a
full verdict,
yeah, I'd call it inconclusive.
Cool. We'll call that a tie for right now. But yeah, rest of the episode.
I will say that Amuro's new style is very dance-like. Like he's straight up dancing through space.
I like that.
Yeah, he's a lot more fluid.
A whole big different from Amuro going berserk and smashing his beam saber when we were on Earth, huh?
Yeah.
Earlier on.
Yeah, and just going full fucking just giving it into corn.
Yeah.
But I mean that's the big thing that this episode was lots of pew pews. Char chases Amuro. Cassilia shoots Gihren in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Like,
do you guys, just a question, because I always think about this. Do you guys prefer Gundam ground battles or space battles now that you've seen
ground battles?
Examples of both. Oh, why?
Because the space bed, there's no sense that the depiction of the space that we are fighting in is very confusing. Like we at no point do we get out wide enough that I can see where everyone is in relation to everyone else. It's a lot of flipping around and spinning and pew-pewing, and like it's genuinely when we're in a battle, it's shot of a bunch of missiles coming right at my face, shot of Zeon firing at Feds, shot of Feds firing at Zeon, shot of Sayla shooting at Rickdoms and killing them, shot of either Kai or Hayato or both shooting at Rickdoms and killing them, shot of Rickdom or Zaku shooting at a GM and killing it. And then we come back to whoever our main fight is. We do that for 2 to 3 shots, and then we repeat the earlier bit, sans missiles coming at our face. We only do that twice during the episode, before and after a commercial break. But it is very consistent and very formulaic, and it gives me a quote unquote sense of how the battle is progressing, but it doesn't give me any idea of what is actually happening in this battle other than people are killing other people and it's going slightly better for this side. On the ground, I can see like, oh, this dude's in the trees, this dude's by that hill, this dude is ready to Ewok you with an RPG to the back of the leg. Like it's we have landmarks. It's not a flat plane of space that you get to just take your Gundam.jpg and with the little fucking rotating bar. Like I'm sure that saves a lot of money on your frame budget and everything, but it is not enjoyable to me.
Okay. What about the rest of y'all?
Ted, talk over.
Fuck. I mean, I do enjoy space because space. But I gotta kind of give it to Tom here. Ground battles do make it a bit more simplified and a bit less whimsical.
We did get to see, not in this series, I recommend peeping those 2 videos, by the way, I put in there if you get a chance. We did get to see what this is looking like back on Earth right now, with the Goof versus Easy 8 way back at the 8th MS team, or about this same time too, chronologically. Gundam Ground, I like the way, I honestly, I can do both. I really like the way Amuro fights in space specifically, especially compared to some other Gundam pilots we'll meet later in the future. But I do really like the weightedness of like, yeah, I'm getting on the back of this gun tank and digging my goof blade into the top of it. The oil hits my face the way it just does in space because it's all just one tap explosions. So, the video game Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation 2 shows this in a kind of a cool way, especially since the game's controls are consistent, but the way you use them is vastly different on space and on Earth just because of gravity. It's cool to me. It's cool to me, is what I'm saying. Thoughts about this final 3 batch of episodes, boys?
I got one more question before we get to an overarching analysis. 1951 of this episode. Bright's "So It Seems." That's a meme, ain't it?
let me look real quick.
Does look like it.
Oh, probably. I haven't seen one, but that
Mirai's like giving an analysis.
we're struggling, but from the looks of it,
So are they.
So it seems. It should be.
It needs to be. Yeah.
There you go.
So it seems.
So it seems.
Also, it appears a little bit after that, Amuro straight up just blasts through a Salamis. Sorry, not a Salamis, a Xeon ship. Musai, yep. Thank you. Dude,
okay.
This is going to get, by the way, even worse as soon as we get to Zeta Gundam, because my brain's going to have to shift to, oh shoot, we have to go to the names of the ships during that era. Dang it. Okay, just forget all Gundam ship names. Forget all one-year warship names. What do you guys think of the balls?
The balls.
The balls that are fighting with the GMs.
The balls are stupid.
Why do they exist?
Because
if I'm fighting in space, I can make whatever I want, and a sphere is a very good pressure container.
Hey, our boy Shiro Amada was putting in numbers in that first episode in that ball. Don't talk down the ball.
It's an EVA suit. It's not a combat vehicle.
Yeah. Well, they're using it.
It's something you take outside so that you get to hear, I cannot do that, Dave, and you get locked out in space. All right? It's not for fighting people. That being said, I couldn't tell if they were ships or just asteroids with rockets on them, which it should be the second one. But Xeon seemed to be just crashing things into Salamis ships at the start. That their initial volley was just like, yeah, it's just big thing hit you.
They're a little desperate.
Yeah. But these 3 episodes as a whole. WTF.
Yeah.
What is happening? Slight enjoyment. We're very clearly keying up for the last episode and the epilogue, or just the penultimate and the last episode. I don't know if we're gonna get an epilogue on this one. I hope we don't, because when we did in 8th MS, it pissed me off. But we're very clearly building to something.
Are there any mysteries that haven't been answered? You
Yes.
guys particularly want answered? Well, tell me.
Yes,
what do you want
Miles.
to know?
The entirety of the acid trip is a mystery. And I'm sure for all of you guys who have studied this show and gone frame by frame over it, you have 17 theories for what everything could mean in that. But to me, who has just seen it, who doesn't have the frame of reference of the rest of the show, who doesn't know what is going to happen after this, has absolutely no idea what that's trying to suggest to me.
I would say
There's some options, but it is a terrible thing to theorize before one has data.
I would say the big things to get from it is Lalah died, Amuro killed her, Amuro did not mean to kill her, but when she died...
And they had a mind baby.
Yeah, when they died, they had a very intimate moment, and Char was not included. I think those are the big things to notice there. That I take away, personally.
Yeah, I overall, these 3 episodes kind of just felt like we're on our way to something. But They felt like transit episodes.
There are definitely going to be a very interesting last couple of episodes as we're getting into our last two to try and wrap up this 1-year war and explain what the fuck anything just happened and what's going to go on from here
Oh, well, we're at last
with new
one.
types.
I mean, don't we only have one episode?
It's only one. It's
Shit, never
episode
mind.
42.
It's one more
Escape.
episode. Oh shit.
I thought there were 2 more.
I thought it was 40. Okay.
25
So no
minutes.
epilogue. Yay!
Oh, there could be.
Oh boy.
Please don't sour my
Maybe
momentary
somehow
joy.
a special or movie we're gonna have to watch.
There could be, but hey, there's always looming in the future the reason Miles wanted to do this show. This thing looming distant forever.
Zeta Gundam.
God, that's the only thing I have like no information about. That sucks.
I am
We'll see.
so happy about that. But hey, well, we're gonna wrap up early. Let's stay after. I'll talk to y'all for a sec. Next time we are going to be finishing up our coverage of Mobile Suit Gundam specifically with episode 42, Escape. Predictions, boys, before we go?
Cassilia lives.
Cassilia dies.
Peak cinema.
Big cinema.
Oh,
Anything
I
else?
kind of know what happens.
Yeah, Kenny knows a bit from me talking to him since we were like in 4th grade. Any specific predictions? Does Frau spontaneously combust? Does Bright get an afro? Does Lalah come back from the dead as a ghost and take Char with her?
Do you want to play a game? That's what I hear from you right now.
Oh.
Please feel free to get 10 hats, by the way. This is your last chance for this show.
Char gets disabled and recovered by the white base.
Fascinating.
And becomes a POW under Selah's care.
That's interesting.
Amuro mind melds with Cassilia and makes her see the error of her ways, and they have a whole peace negotiation in 2 seconds.
Oh, you think they're gonna the thing we set up
No.
the new type powers for is that we can, since we need to understand people better, we can get through the people, and that's why you end the war, because the war is ending in a few hours, by the way.
Yeah, and they have nothing to do with it.
I think Cassilia dies. Char takes over as leading head of the Zabi
See, that's why I
family
think
slash
Cassilia
Zeon
lives.
forces, and then ends the war so that he can secretly build this new type army to then reignite the war and take over in his own name.
You think he's gonna have like a counterattack of some kind? You're saying?
I think he's gonna calm things down because the zombies are gonna be dead. He's gonna be like, all right, I now control the strings of Zeon, but new types are a thing, so I'm gonna secretly build this army of mutants and then take over the world Magneto style.
Fascinating.
I think Char dies, and then quote unquote dies, and then try to escape.
He fakes his death again.
Yeah, essentially.
And then he takes the mask off and he's like, no, I'm this guy now. I have blue eyes.
Dude, it would be crazy if they catch Char. He takes the mask off and it's the other guy.
It's the fucking
would be
brown-eyed Char.
Actual Char. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. And it's like, when did you guys switch out? And he's like, don't worry about it.
Bro, that'd be such Alpha Legion bullshit.
All right. Well, you all got some good points. You're over halfway to ranking up. I use MMO level systems, so it's going to be a minute before anyone gets ranked up here. But thank you all so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. We will be finishing up Mobile Suit Gundam, but far from finishing up Gundam, with episode 42, Escape, next time. Thanks for watching.